What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making his debut on the channel tonight, we have Matthew Good. Yes, indeed. How about that? Matthew Good making his debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Michael Clark, and Michael wanted to see me react to this song by Matthew Good called The Fine Art of Falling Apart. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by CFOX Videos, so maybe it's CFox Videos, but it's all one word, so. But we'll go with CFox Videos, why not? And the video has 37,000 views, it'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Matthew Good, The Fine Art of Falling Apart. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Now, the reason I was thinking earlier about what to play, and obviously I could play one of numerous singles,
the Fox,
but I chose to play this instead because when I wrote the song in 2000, it appeared on an EP called Loser Anthems. It's called The Fine Art of Falling Apart, and at the time I realized that I kind of needed an outlet to talk about something that I perceived was like not right within me. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I wouldn't be diagnosed with bipolarity for many years, well, until 2006, right? So it was, looking back at the song, I kind of look at the lyrics and that kind of thing is, when you talk to someone, and today's, Let's Talk Day about mental health awareness and that kind of thing. And, so I thought I'd play something along those lines. And of course, when we get to that announcement, I've got something
that's right
along those lines to talk about in that regard as well. But,
oh, this kid knows his business. Teasing, hooking. All right, Matthew, let's get that acoustic song out of you. It's live on the Chorus Radio Network here in Vancouver at 99.3 The Fox.
So wait a minute, is this a live broadcast? So he's playing this. This isn't a studio recording that they're gonna record and then, broadcast later. Now he's doing this live on air. You get one shot. Oh, no pressure. No pressure.
It's live on the Chorus Radio Network here in Vancouver at 99.3 The Fox.
well, I walk alone and I ride alone and I rock myself to sleep. Baby, there ain't enough room in this world for people like you and monsters like me. In a time of darkness, there lived a girl in a cave in the woods, disguised as a bee. night she would fly into the city, sting the cars and sting the cost, and she would hover over me, whispering, we're surfacing. Well, I stand alone and I fight alone and I stay clean by.
Ooh, this is rough. This is rough. His guitar playing, what he's playing is fine. He's playing clean. His strumming technique sounds good. It sounds accurate. The chord selection for the song, there's a lot of dissonance, but it always comes back around though, and it always resolves. So it is dominated by dissonance though. It absolutely is, and that's fine because it does resolve each and every time. Vocally, okay. Now we got some issues. Number one, he can't hear himself. He has no monitors. They can't use monitors in the room because the mic will pick up the monitors and you'll get this feedback loop. That won't work. He has no in-ears or headphones on, so he has no idea how good he sounds or how poor he sounds or how soft he is or how loud he is. Number one, whoever's working the board, wake up, because you need to adjust his volume down on his mic because he's blown it out. Now, granted, mic awareness is an issue. Look how close he is to the mic. But here's the thing. When you're recording, that's how close you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be that close. We have the sleeve on, which is nice. A pop screen might be good. It might help. I think a pop screen would definitely help. Maybe back away from the mic just ever so slightly. We get a pop screen in there. It would definitely help quite a bit. But he is seriously overdriving the mic. He really is. Now, is that his fault? Partially, yes, but it's way more the fault of the person working the board right now. So whoever that individual is, needs to wake the hell up. Number two, since he can't hear himself, he's relying on muscle memory to know whether or not he's singing in pitch and singing in key. And for the most part, he is. But there's been a number of times, especially in the chorus, where he is flat. He is noticeably flat. And it does not sound good. This is rough. This is really rough. Why he's not wearing headphones or using inner monitors, I don't know. I don't know why he's not. Maybe there's two possibilities. One, they were offered to him and he doesn't want to use them. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that would have that kind of an ego, though. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be totally misreading him, but he might be the kind of person that says, headphones, I don't need them. I have perfect pitch. Okay, if you say so, buddy. That's a possibility, but he doesn't strike me as that type of narcissist. I don't see that here. I think more than likely they were just never offered to him, which is very unprofessional on the radio station's end. If you're going to have someone come in and perform in studio, they got to be able to hear themselves. They got to be able to hear what they're playing. They got to be able to hear what they're singing. And I'm sorry, but that kind of unprofessionalism is inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. Inexcusable, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of flabbergasted. The couple of times I've appeared in studios for, whether it be, preempted broadcast or live broadcast, we're always offered headphones. Or we bring our own and they plug them in. But at the very least, they offer headphones to us. So I can't believe that headphones were not offered. That's really kind of mind-blowing to me. Anyway, let's keep going here.
Feeling cheap. Baby, there ain't enough room in this world for perfections like you and horrors like me. In a time of darkness, you would look upset and you were feeling it, and you go looking to blame somebody. You see, I used to think I'd get over everything, but everything just got over me.
That was better.
I'm certain
I spoke too soon.
of it. I'm certain of it.
Oh, man.
I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. Well, I walk alone and I ride alone, and you know that's alright by me. 'Cause baby, there ain't enough room in this world for a great, great many things.
Oof. That was rough. That was rough. Ah, man. Good Lord. Well, that just happened. Let me get my thoughts together. This is not going to be pretty. This is going to be a bloodbath. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Matthew Good with a in-studio live performance of The Fine Art of Falling Apart. This was a request from Michael Clark. Man, I got a score here. I don't want to give this score. I really don't, because it's unfair. It really is unfair. This poor cat had so much going against him. He really did, and he was put. I'm gonna be brutally honest here, folks. He was put in a no-win situation. He absolutely was. Being asked to go and perform live on air, one shot, one take. That's all you get, and it's going out to the masses in a live broadcast. And being set up to fail as badly as he was, man, I don't get it. I don't understand. I would be, okay, if that were me, if it was me performing in that studio, being put in those circumstances, I'm going to be honest with you, folks, I would have been asking some questions. And I would have been asking for things. And if those things did not happen, I would have walked out, because I would not have wanted my credibility and the audience's opinion of me to come down based on the fact that I was set up so poorly to succeed, and not even to have no chance to succeed. That was, I'm sorry, inexcusable on the radio station's part. No in-ear monitors or no headphones. Can't hear himself. Microphone poorly leveled, poorly mixed, no pop screen to help and assist, just completely relying on that sleeve. And I'm sorry, sleeves work great. They work great in certain circumstances. Okay, like look, I have a sleeve on my mic, right? It works well when the mic is far away. When the mic is away from me, it works fine. And when I get up close, if I get up close and I change how I speak and I soften it up, it works just fine. As you can see, it works. But if I'm going to sing and I'm going to belt, that is not going to do it. You're going to need this. You really do need this in that situation. So that right there screams unprofessionalism again, not on Matthew's part. Not on Matthew's part. No, I'm I don't blame Matthew one bit for this. And this is why the score I feel is unfair. It's not fair to Matthew because the way that the studio, the radio station set him up to fail. No headphones, no way that he could hear himself. And I said this, mic awareness is a concern. Mic awareness is definitely a concern. And when you're not able to hear yourself, you don't know that when you're on the mic this close and singing and you're blowing the mic out, you don't know it because you can't hear it. I'm sure that if he had headphones on and he heard that first line, you would have seen this. Whoop. You would have seen him very quickly move back away from the mic. But he didn't know because he couldn't hear. And unfortunately, the guy behind the board must be taking a nap or something because there was no adjustment made. None. Nobody moved the slider down so he wouldn't overdrive the mic. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. He was set up to fail so badly. And going back to the headphones, he couldn't hear. He couldn't hear that he was singing flat. There's no monitors. There's no in-ears. They can't have monitors in the room because it'll cause feedback within. You'll create a loop happening within the monitor to speaker, the monitor to speaker, the monitor to speaker. And it just, it's speaker to mic, monitor to mic, monitor to mic. And it's just going to create this endless loop. And it's going to sound really bad. And the worst part is it'll intensify and intensify and intensify and intensify until eventually you get feedback. Maybe that's what needed to happen so the guy behind the board would have woken up and done his job. Jesus. Anyway, I feel bad for giving this score. I do. It is not fair to Matthew at all. It really isn't. But I have to base the score based on my experience with what I heard and what I saw. And I know it's not fair, but taking everything into account, what I saw, what I heard, and what I experienced on a scale of 1 to 10, it's unfortunate, but I'm going to be giving that a score of 3.2. Yeah, 3.2. Like I said, folks, I don't take any pleasure in giving this score, especially in a scenario like this where it is not his fault. But unfortunately, this is what I was given. This is the circumstances that he was performing under. As a result, this is the product that was blasted out over live airways on a live broadcast. Oh, man. 3.2. I don't like it. I don't think it's fair, but unfortunately, that is the score I feel it deserves. I've already told you all the reasons why.
Why?
It's just not fair. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Just in case you're wondering, a 3.2 would equate out to a pretty bad scale rating because overall, this was a pretty bad presentation. It would also equate out to 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. That's D as in dog. So there you go, a 3.2, pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. I'm sure there are probably other recordings of this song. There probably are. Probably better quality. Probably maybe in a live setting might have sounded better. Maybe live, maybe even studio recording. Maybe there's a studio recording of this song. This live performance was not good. And like I said, I don't blame him. I very seriously doubt. He does not come off as the kind of narcissistic douchebag that would, Here comes the studio guys. Here comes the guys from the radio station. Here you go, Matthew, some headphones for you to listen to yourself while you play and while you sing. And I really don't think he said, "Get those things away from me. I am a professional. I have perfect pitch, and I don't need such ludicrous atrocities and pointless accessories to enhance my performance." I'm sorry, he does not come off that way. I don't see that happening. He was probably never offered them. And why he didn't ask for any, I don't know. I'm sure if he had asked for some, headphones so he could hear himself, I'm sure if it's any type of a professional, even a half-assed radio station would have headphones so that he could hear himself. But then again, this is a radio station I've never heard of. Maybe this is some, backwoods, no name, local college radio station that doesn't know how to operate. That's very possible. I mean, just the fact that he doesn't have headphones, that screams unprofessionalism right there. And then the fact that the guy working the board didn't adjust anything, dear Lord. Anyway, I was really put off by this. I really was. And like I said, in closing, I need to reiterate this. I do not blame Matthew Good for that at all. He did the best he could given the circumstances and the environment that he was provided with the tools that he was provided with. He gave it his best shot. God bless him. And going out over a live broadcast to boot. I feel for the guy. I absolutely do. I've been in situations like that where radio stations didn't hand us headphones and we had to ask. And I in particular was very adamant about, look, we need to hear ourselves. If we can't hear ourselves, we're not performing. We'll leave. So, they did luckily provide us all with headphones. They had to do some Mickey Mousing, but we made it work. Man, my goodness, I feel bad for the guy, but it is what it is. So 3.2, I know that's not fair. I know it's not fair, but it is the score it's getting. So let's wrap everything up here in the shiniest bow we can possibly find. We got a 3.2, which is a pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars, and a D letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.